Welcome to those near and far. Welcome to Mage the Ascension as luck would have it. I should do a season 4 opener because I'm smart. Our game is set in 2019 in Montreal, Canada. It is December 2nd in the morning. Let's meet our mages this evening.
I'm Lloyd Coleman, otherwise known as AnnaGeek5150, and I am Orrin Pritchard.
I'm Christine Napo, and I'll be playing Rena Tremblay.
I'm Jace Maxwell, and I'll be playing Max Toulon.
And Alan is playing John. Recap! And it's a doozy. The gang went to Horizon in Season 3 to learn some combat training from Primus Giovanni, and Orrin stumbled on the truth that he is a Promethean. They stuck around to get more answers about Orrin's condition and consulted the Sons of Ether's Dr. Dalton. John pointed out that Orrin was a walking node, and Dalton wanted him for himself. Combat ensued. The Cabal were triumphant and saw to it that Dalton was punished. Back at the ranch, the Cabal went to Magical Court with Sarah over the welfare of the Puka as related to Reginald Hollis Bonnie Flambeau, a stage magician who used the Puka in his act. The court determined that the Puka also had the human form, so they were determined to be sentient creatures that deserve care. Hollis was sent to Gilgol, a method where the avatar has received a death sentence. The gang spent 2 weeks catching up on miscellaneous studying. Then came Orrin's memory appointment. An Akashic mind master helped him figure out that most of his childhood memories were fabricated. Then the Gerald Cabal split up. Orrin got hit by a car and was in the hospital overnight to make sure there was no internal bleeding. Max was with him. Rena, Portia, and John went to rescue a kitsune from the Montreal Zoo. Kaneko was well fed and got in a nap. They were grateful and are currently invited to stay at the Chantry by Gladys Edge. Kaneko the kitsune did pranks on the Cabal, and John held them responsible. The bunnies were caffeinated. Ernest the Ragabosh werewolf was sent to Taigi Raven's child, Enzo Giovanni's Cabal mate. Enzo asked Rena out on a date as payment, which happened. Bow chicka bow wow.
Yep. There was no bow chicka wow wow going
There was no bow chicka wow wow. There was interviewing of Enzo's spirits, I believe.
Yes, that happened.
Because I have no video for it. I don't know what happened to it. It is somewhere in my downloads. Enzo is married.
Enzo is married.
Political marriage, but married nonetheless. All right. December 2nd, morning time, probably 10 a.m. Kaneko is in the human form. Gladys is up and doing coffee. And even Jeeves has taken a break to do coffee and to chat about stuff. You can tell they're talking about magic. That is definitely a thing that is happening. But it is so beyond you that you can't even, like, it's all Greek to you. Like, you can't even make out what they're saying.
Can we tell what sphere they're talking about?
Prime.
But so what you're saying is they actually are speaking Greek.
The language is, the jargon alone is mind-boggling. It is so, like, that pay grade is way far away. All right. Orrin, what are you doing this morning?
Probably doing the usual routine in the morning, making sure the cat's having everything they need. Then when I get downstairs, probably trying to finalize the trip for Kaneko to get them sent back to Japan.
Okay. So you are calling the travel agent?
Yeah.
Okay. It is like set in stone so far. Like plane tomorrow at like 3 p.m. Should be there 2 hours ahead of time for security and stuff like that. Yeah, so far so good. I believe it was Panda that you got a hold of for the passport.
Yeah, and then we realized that I can't remember what exactly happened, but I remember the thing I do remember is that the passport didn't work on us. When we looked at it, it looked blank. But I guess for assumably non-magic users, they would see
what it was they wanted to see, basically.
Yeah.
Psychic paper. But you guys were basically like, I don't know what this is for. So
I have a perfectly good sleeper we could show it to and see what she sees.
that is true.
Is John down there?
Yeah.
If he said that, he'd look at us like, that's a good idea. Maybe we should test that and see what this person sees.
All right, if you're ready to go now, I've got a car.
I would say just take Kanako with you.
All right.
And since it's hers anyway, let her present the passport and see how it goes.
All right, we'll do that. I'll take the fox to my RV.
She has taken the mug with her and is happily sipping the coffee. And looks bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and...
Okay.
Minus tail, I'm hoping.
No tails. Just human form. Which is a beautiful Japanese woman.
Gotta find more of those.
All right, she climbs into the passenger seat. They climb into the passenger seat.
I climb into the driver's seat. Take off to where Jody's parked. Okay, so show the passport to Jody, and can you tell me what you see here?
I see a language I don't understand.
Okay, do you also see some English below that and a picture of this lady?
I do see a picture of that lady.
All right, hop on the laptop, photo of a Japanese passport, and can you compare these? Do they look alike?
They are people. They are Asian people. I'm not going to say they all look alike. I'm not that good.
Do the documents look alike? I've called up a picture of a Japanese passport. I'm asking her to compare the one in my hand, or in her hand now, to the one on the screen.
Are you still holding up the passport while doing this?
Yeah.
She says, it looked different a second ago, but now they match.
Okay, that's what I needed. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You got enough money and everything?
Yeah, everything's great. Thank you.
Head back to the pantry.
All right, they follow you. Nom, 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 nom.
All right, when we get back, well, it looks like the real one to a sleeper, but it has some lag. It looks different at first and then changes to look right.
It reads the minds of the people that view it, says Gladys. That is what is happening. So if the viewer doesn't have context for the passport, it's going to look like whatever she thinks the passport looks like.
Got it.
Oren does figure out, and Max and Raina and even John, there are envelopes just outside your bedroom doors with your name in cursive on the back of the envelope.
Rena is super excited because she never gets mail. So I'm like, oh, what could it be?
Yee!
Oren kind of raises an eyebrow at it and then thinks for a second, oh God, cursive. And then takes it off the door.
John will look at it and oh, what a waste of a tree.
In the age of text messages, why did they send a letter?
And Max grabbed his quickly and shoved it into his folder before heading to class. And it's gonna.
Okay.
He's like, oh, whatever it is, not today, not today, not today.
Yeah, finals are coming up. You gotta prepare.
MCATs are coming up, and I have a date with Mom to go get the materials.
I'm going to focus on Raina for a second. She very excitedly tears it open and finds a letter written in cursive. It is from the office of the Hermetics that helped you during the case with Hollis and kind of helped you set up the bunny refuge. Jen, I think her name was. She is inviting you to a Yule market that is happening in Montreal.
Ooh, fun. I also never get invited to things. Today's just my day. I need a lottery card or something.
Jenna, that's right. Thank you.
Did you say Yule Market?
Yule Market.
Well, I get excited, and I'm like, I'm gonna go. I like markets. I like festivities. And then I go into my room, probably take a shower.
Yay, shower. And I suspect your shower is like full of plants, bask in the humidity of the room, and
Oh, definitely.
it's quite the paradise.
It's a swampy paradise.
All right, Oren. You open the letter and it says something very similar. It basically says, thank you for your help in the formation of the bunny refuge and also taking Hollis to court. You are invited to a Yule market.
When he opens the letter and sees it's in cursive too, he would actually go to his computer, scan it into his computer, and convert it to block text.
Hilarious.
Because he has a very large disdain for cursive.
Yep, that's what it translates to. And then there's like Jenna Fields, Bonnie, Quasar signed at the bottom.
He'll just read it on his screen. Does it give a date of when it's happening?
Today. There is no time, but the date that it is dated is the 2nd.
Okay, he'll pull out his phone to look and see if he's got anything that day, which he probably doesn't.
You are expecting a package when you check your stuff. You should be getting a package today.
Okay. After he gets done in his room, he would probably end up walking down to if Jeeves isn't busy, and
he's drinking coffee with Gladys.
And let him know that, hey, I've got this coming. If I'm not here, can you drop it off by my door?
Absolutely.
All right, thank you. I got invited to a Yule market today by Jenna, the lady that did everything involved helping the kids.
Gladys looks kind of surprised. Wow. Do you want company?
Yeah, if you want to go.
Sure.
I don't know if anybody else got invited or not, but
I don't know. I have heard nothing of the sort.
I'm gonna assume that everybody else, because John probably didn't because he wasn't involved in the case. So, But we can just have him as Raina's +1 or something.
John actually got his own letter, and while it didn't have thanks involved, it did involve a invite to the Yule market. It does recognize that you're part of the cabal.
Okay, well, I will mark it on my calendar. I fully intend to go. I will also Google, Mage Google, what a Yule market is. I was actually thinking I'd ask Jeeves.
If you are asking Jeeves is like, oh, it's kind of like a witches market meets street market. So no casting magic, but you can get like ingredients and like Christmassy stuff. and all kinds of goodies. All kinds of goodies.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
There might even be food.
Sounds even better.
If the Quasitor had a hand in putting this thing together, there will likely be food trucks.
I could definitely deal with that.
So Max is basically shopping with his mom, looking for, the materials for your MCAT. She is basically drilling you about Raina and why you aren't dating yet.
Didn't I come out to her already?
You sure did.
Why would I be dating Raina?
She's such a nice girl.
But what part of gay means dating a woman?
Oh, right. Oh, Oren, right?
I am not with him.
Oh, is there a reason for that? He's a very handsome young man.
It's complicated. He's got baggage.
He's got baggage. And you're not his therapist.
He's all broken up.
I mean, I'm his friend, and I'm there for him, for his stuff, but yeah,
So
it's
is
not
he like a
romantic.
coworker or like a classmate? Or...
Classmate,
Yeah.
but he's in like a high tech, like a biotech field.
Wow, that's impressive. Would be able to support you.
A doctor would be able to support himself.
That is also true. Good on you. And she treats you to basically whatever you want to do while you're out. She's basically making it a day.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wild goose chase. She just wants to spend time with you.
And while we're eating, I'll sneak a peek at the letter.
And the letter says, Yule Market, and thanks for testifying.
Am I able to sneak it without her seeing?
Oh, yes. She excuses herself and goes to the bathroom.
I text we lost Arena. I
Be
text
there.
the
She'll be-
group and ask them what the Mage's or what the market is. Is it, we used the word already in this episode, and I've lost it.
Yule?
No, not the Yule market.
Is it coincidental?
No,
It's like a witch's market meets a...
But
a witch's market meets a...
But what I asked is if it's a sleeper friendly.
Gladys is involved in the group chat, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
She says, yes, it's sleeper friendly.
And I text back that if it's today, then I don't think I can go without my mom. Because she's wanting to have some family time.
How much does your mom know about the magical world?
Not a thing.
Is there a way you can brace her for witchy stuff?
I mean, she knows that there are people who, claim to practice magic, and she doesn't believe that they're all there. But, let people be themselves.
Well, that's nice of her.
So basically, if she saw stuff that was magic potions and ingredients, she would think that it was, people fooling themselves into thinking that it worked.
Snake oil.
Yeah.
And then your mom comes back from the bathroom and sits down and takes a sip of water.
I mentioned to her that I have an invitation to a special market event that's being put on. I say it's being put on by a group in the school.
So it's like a job fair?
No, it's more like a. Do you remember our trip to Morocco?
Yes.
Do you remember the street market there?
Yes.
Think of it
So
like
beautiful.
that. Yes, think of
Oh.
it like that.
So, like a cultural.
Multicultural, I would say.
Oh. Do you want to. Would you like company?
I would not turn you down.
Oh. Wonderful. Well, let me finish my pasta here and maybe. Do you know when it starts? There's no time.
I have no idea. I just have a place. I think it might be an all-day thing if it doesn't have a time listed.
Wonderful. Then we can take our time. You can come, I guess. Gladys is like, I'll drive and we'll show up when we show up, whenever you guys are ready. And Jeeves is like, I want to go. She's like, okay.
I mean, I guess if it's a market, then they want any mage that's got a wallet.
Pretty much. It doesn't even have to be a mage. Be whoever that got a wallet. Hooray.
Orn probably run upstairs and change clothes and throw on like casual black slacks.
Nice.
And then he'll throw on one of his band shirts. And then put his hair up in a ponytail and then go back downstairs.
Gladys is like, you look snappy.
He kind of looked out like, okay. And and the shirt he's probably wearing is probably like some like random EDM artist he listens to.
Yeah, sure. Toxic Vision or goth music of some kind.
Yeah.
I'll do jeans and a black and red checked. It's like a flannel shirt, but it's insulated more and it's a bit heavier. It's wintertime.
In Montreal, so it's going to be chilly.
I'm just gonna kind of wear whatever I find in my closet and probably a big down jacket.
Yay! I assume everybody meets in the lobby.
Everyone who's going from that direction.
Or probably grab like a bagel or something before they head out.
Raina sees that that's an excellent idea and does the same.
And the lady behind the counter is like, hold on, Raina, I have something for you. And she pulls out a jar with a big honkin' pickle in it and hands it over.
My eyes get as big as my face. And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Oh, holy pickle.
Oh, holy pickle.
The brine is shining bright.
It was the brine that made you a pickle. But I don't even know if I want to eat it yet. I just want to admire how big this pickle is.
That's what
Yeah,
she said.
it's like the size of your foot. It's enormous.
The size of my butt?
Your foot.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
I think
I should use my nice mic when I do this so that I speak more clearly.
I think we need a bigger jar.
It's enormous, the size of your butt.
I mean, you're not wrong. And I'm about it.
No, we are most certainly wrong.
Okay, a foot-sized pickle. I'm just admiring this pickle. I don't know if I even want to eat it, but I do eat it eventually.
Jeeves is like, if you want, you can just leave it on the table. I don't think anybody will be here to take it.
No, I'm gonna eat it. I just want to look at it first.
Yeah, the lady behind the counter, whose name I still don't know. She said she grew it herself and pickled it herself.
Ooh, that's exciting.
You also notice that the jar is cold.
Ooh. I like her style.
Phyllis. Sure, Phyllis.
Phyllis.
Phyllis with a pickle.
I was trying to drink something.
Was it the pickle?
No. Just like scoop it around like you would like a watermelon. Put some tequila in there, just sip it from a straw while I'm walking through the market.
Excellent.
I'm getting in living color vibes.
Wow, that takes me back. Gladys leads you out to a new car. It's a living room on wheels. She opens the back door and the passenger side door and says, "Pile in."
Okay, I'm going to, if possible, subtly take a seat next to Raina.
Take a what now?
A seat next to Raina.
Okay.
I'm not going to make it obvious, and I'm not going to resist anybody taking it instead. But, I want it to look natural.
You suddenly realize that Kaneko is sitting next to you.
Okay.
You don't remember seeing them in the lobby, but here they are. People are doing stuff. It's like the interior is red velvet and the outside is white, but it looks like it was made within the last 3 years. It's kind of a more modern vehicle than her last car.
Oren would probably trying to make sure it's out of sight, but sitting there petting the seats.
You're lucky it has seatbelts. It is a very brief drive, and parking is kind of hard to find, but she is magical and she finds one. And you don't think that the car will fit, but somehow she makes the car fit.
The joys of being correspondence.
Yep. She gets out, kind of stretches, pulls a water bottle from the cup holder. Make it fit like that pickle. She escorts you guys out to the market.
Mom's driver pulls up, and we get out of the back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he gets out and holds the door for her.
Yeah.
And she's in this long, suede coat trimmed with fur, all very socialite 100%.
Is it genuine suede and genuine fur?
Knowing her, probably.
Oh, good.
And Max he's somewhere between nerdy college student and someone who should be getting out of a car like that. He's splitting the difference. So definitely a little more high class looking than a market calls for, but not too over the rails.
You guys are, both Max and his mother are fitting in perfectly. The first place that you see has pendulums that are made with rosary beads. So your mom kind of rushes forward and says, "Hey, rosary beads," with a fancy rock. So she starts browsing, and the group as a whole basically sees Max kind of standing with his hands in his pocket and at the opening of this first vendor.
Something wrong, Max?
No, just browsing with my mom. Have you met her?
No, I haven't.
Mom, this is John.
Hello, John.
John, this is my mother.
Nice to meet you.
I love that I could hear an actual wince in your voice when you're like, "Hello, this is my mom."
Or Oren's just standing there waiting to get the awkward look because of the fact he's not wearing his usual attire.
His mom, Mrs. Toulon, grabs John and says, "Hey, have you seen these rosary beads?"
I have seen them, yes.
And
They're gorgeous.
Yeah,
Fair
and
enough.
basically they're pendulums and pendulum mats and all kinds of cool stuff like that. But she doesn't know any better.
I'm looking for any books by Buckland or Cunningham.
The vendor, a woman with like Kool-Aid red hair and a nose ring, she says at the end of this row, they've got like a corner set up. They have books. So
Great,
you should be able to find what you're looking for there. And Buckland and Cunningham, like, of course, they'll have.
So I will pick up a pendulum that could be sapphire and one that could be ruby. They don't have to actually be, just look like it.
There's one that is a garnet pendulum.
Perfect.
Yeah, there's one with a garnet.
Okay. I will take that.
Was there anything else that you wanted to pick up?
No, I'm just buying something from the vendor because she gave me the directions.
Right on. 3 Asian people, one female and 2 males. They look kind of seedy. They are not dressed as nice as the rest of the market goers. They are kind of like wandering around you. The woman kind of like gives Orin like, you know, that look where she's like soaking in the whole thing. But she keeps walking.
Were there any tattoos evident on them?
Absolutely.
A worthy foe.
Even Kaneko is like...
Orin would probably walk up to Kaneko, kind of like lightly put his hand on her shoulder. Everything all right?
Those people are making me uncomfortable.
Which people?
The Koreans that just walked by. Look, the girl is still staring at you.
He would casually look over, like not really turning his head, but kind of like try to get like eyesight without really showing much.
Periphery. The girl realizes she is being... the girl realizes that she's being looked at and like averts her eyes and like picks up a bottle and kind of like inspects it and reads the label and stuff like that.
Orin would say to Nanako, go stick with John. Her looking at me doesn't surprise me because
I'm cute.
For some reason, they see my looks but don't realize my demeanor.
Oh. Well, as long as you think you can take care of yourself. They look like gangsters.
It wouldn't surprise me, especially since they're eyeing us.
Mm.
So I'd say you go stick with John.
Okay.
And he'd be better cover for you than I would. Especially since they're eyeing me.
She kind of like, you know, puts a hand on your hand and says, "Okay, thank you." And she turns around and goes back towards John and says, "Ooh, cool pendulum.
Would you like it?"
Oh, I don't know what to do with it, but sure, thank you. I like shiny things. Yay, shiny thing. The other vendors are like readings and like tarot and star readings and stuff like that. At the end is the bookstore.
As Orin's walking down, he'll be eyeing around trying to find the food trucks.
The food trucks are past the bookstore and lined up along the street.
I'd sidle up to Max, "Hey Max, we've got a couple people watching us, kind of. I'm going to try and draw them away over to the food trucks to see if they follow me, because they're eyeing me very closely."
How loud does he say that? Because I'm within like a foot of my mother.
He do like basically like the little, not super loud, but the kind of lean into pass information kind of voice.
And I just turn over. I'm just like, okay. Am I getting any looks, or is it just you?
From what I could tell, at least the woman is eyeing me. I don't know about the people with her.
Maybe she thinks you're cute.
That's the last thing I need right now. But I'm being cautious. And Orin would walk off towards the food trucks.
Okay, so to both Kanoko and Reina, you too hungry?
I mean, I got a pickle. I'm good, but I'll come with.
So you remove yourself from the situation. You go to the food trucks. There is a Korean truck that markets a Korean taco, which is basically bulgogi that is in a lettuce wrap.
Orin is looking to see if there's a curry truck.
There is a curry truck.
His eyes would light up, and he'll kind of like look over his shoulder a little bit, see if the people are following.
Are they?
Well, I mean the trio that's been eyeing
the
me.
trio is not following, but they kind of like do their thing, and you remove yourself from the situation. They do not follow you.
He'll go up to the curry truck and ask for the hottest curry that they have.
Oh, are you sure?
Oh yeah.
It's very hot, says the guy behind the counter.
I'll take it. And he'll do you accept cards or cash?
Cash, please.
He'll pull out his wallet and hand him a 20 and tell him to keep the rest of it.
Oh, thank you so much. And he includes like extra yum yums and some daikon and some yum yums, and gives you a big honkin' bowl of curry.
He'll take it and he'll walk off to like, I would say, like, I wouldn't say a picnic table or anything, but like a bench, and kind of get up on it and sit on the put his butt on the backrest of it and put his feet on the seat, and then just be eating and looking around.
The curry is particularly good, but it's no Horizon curry. And as you know what, go ahead and roll in perception awareness. Difficulty 6.
4 successes and with 2 10s.
Ooh, nice. Do you have a specialization in anything perception or awareness?
I don't think it would apply, but the specialization in perception is micro expressions.
You notice that the 3 are separated, but they are all the same distance away from you.
Orin will sit there and keep eating and just watching. And if any of them were to try and approach, like any of our group, he would put his food down and walk towards the one that tried approaching.
No approaching yet. The woman, she is actually like, kind of looking around and sees you and starts to approach you.
He'd set his food down.
and she introduces herself as Junko.
He'd shake her hand and nod.
Hey, you're kind of cute. Would you like to go to a party?
Well, not at the moment, but...
Here's my number.
Okay.
Let me know when you're free.
All right. And he'll tuck the... take the... I'm assuming it's on a piece of paper.
It is.
He'll tuck it into his back pocket.
And she walks away. The two men converge on her.
He'll just give this questioning look as the group walks away. He has a weird feeling in his gut right now.
It's a weird feeling. Mom is like skimming through the book and says, "Hey, there's a book on tarot." And then like combs through it.
I'm looking for something like Cunningham's Metal, Gem, and Mineral Magic.
Mm-hmm. Perception, Esoterica?
Okay. 5 dice. Difficulty?
Difficulty 7, because it's not out in the open. And Max looks over the crowd, and that guy looks kind of like Steve, but with a haircut.
I don't want to make it obvious that I'm trying to get his attention, but I want to try and get his attention. It's like a wave, but without
subterfuge and dexterity, I'm going to say. Or maybe manipulation, because you're trying to get his attention without getting his attention.
Same score, so it doesn't matter.
Same score.
So subterfuge. Oh, there it is. Oh, nothing. Okay.
Can you lie?
Well, I have 3 in manipulation, so.
Okay.
Difficulty was
7.
Wow.
Wow! Good job.
3 successes and 1 is a 10.
Steve looks at you and he walks over. Long time no see.
Hey, Steve. And I'm thinking that Mom probably is now tuned in.
Yes.
Mom, do you remember Steve from my gaming group?
I do. Mountain Dew and Doritos, right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
It's going great so far, as long as I, look presentable.
You look very presentable, actually.
Oh, thanks. So do you.
Oh, thank you.
Hooray for the holidays, I suppose.
Seriously. Yeah, we're just got this invite, and I was having family day.
You were invited?
Yeah, I got a letter.
Ooh, fancy.
I could probably, I don't have it on me right now. I'm completely lying about that. I have it in my bag, but it's like, how do I show it to him without showing it to my mom?
Mom is like attached to John's hip and is looking through the books.
And I'll take another step to the side, and I'll just be like, hey, I'm sorry I've been kind of scarce recently.
I'm not offended. I've been healing.
I've been elbows deep in pre-med.
Yeah, I suspect finals are coming up, so you're going to get even more scares.
It's funny. You would think that with developments in my life that those would be filling my time, but no, it's still school. It's still burying me.
Well, if you find some free time, I'm having a kind of Christmas party game night sort of deal at my house. It'd be really cool if you came, but I get it if you have to study.
I take a glance to see if Mom is still absorbed with.
She is actually asking John about the books that he's picking up.
Then I will. I'll ask. So, what's the crowd like? Because
It's the normal gaming group so far. I mean, if your friends want to come, not.
That's actually what I was asking about.
Yeah, your friends can come. I mean, like, you guys kind of, made me not die, so it's the least I can do. Just feed you, drinks, merriment, stuff like that.
It sounds like fun. When is that?
Next week.
Cool.
It's on a Friday, so I hope that doesn't mess up your weekend.
It would improve my weekend.
Oh, yay. Okay. I'm gonna get back to my group, but really cool bumping into you, man.
Man?
Man. And he goes back to his group.
Man. And I kind of sulk back.
And your mom kind of looks over her shoulder and notices you sulk just a little bit and comes back and says, "So who is that?"
You've met him.
Was that Steve?
Yeah.
I barely recognized him with the haircut and everything.
It looked good.
It does. It looks, presentable. Trimmed his beard and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Looks great. Are you hungry? I would love to. I mean, I know we just ate, but they have these little sesame balls at this Korean place. They look divine.
I'll go there with you.
Okay.
Not super hungry at the moment, but and I'm injecting a little false sunshine in there.
Right on. And she wraps an arm around you and escorts you to the place.
And I am sitting with her on a bench, and I'm scanning the crowd.
You see Oren on another bench, and you see the three Asian people conversing in a language you don't understand. And your mom is going on and on about these sesame balls. And they have some kind of delicious fruit flavored paste on the inside. And she stuffs one in her face, and John actually manages to get the books he was looking for.
I'm going to take the one by Cunningham and making sure nobody's watching, nobody's looking over my shoulder or anything. I'm going to pick a spot and change the bacteria in the shape of his signature to produce ink. And then when I've got his signature in the book, change them back. And then I'm going to offer the book as a gift to Mom there.
Huh. So you forge Cunningham's signature in it, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
As you come out of the bookstore, She kind of like waved you down.
Okay, I'll go over.
Howdy.
Hi. Now, this is Mommy Dearest, right?
This is Mommy Dearest.
I would like you to have this. Your son's a good friend to me, and that makes you a friend to me.
Aw. Thank you. She
So-
gladly accepts it.
Speaking of friends, Steve has invited me and our friend group to a get together on Friday next week.
How about Raina?
I don't know.
Is
I
there
feel
anything that
like-
you're looking for?
Oh no. I just came because I was invited. Sounded
You
like
actually see Jenna in the crowd.
I will recognize her because I'm terrible with names. But then it puts together that she's the one that sent me the letter, and I'm like, oh, Jenna, okay, all right. I go and I thank her for inviting me because it really is beautiful here.
I'm glad you love my little shindig.
Did you put this on yourself, or was it?
Yeah, me and like 3 other members of my cabal. We put
Nice.
together this. We do one in the summer and we do one in the winter.
Oh, fun. Well, this is nice. I might have to come back.
That would be wonderful. It's to have friends.
It is good to have friends.
Oh,
Okay,
we
it's
got
so hot
dancers
in
coming
there.
out. We got dancers coming out, so I'll.
Yeah, see ya. Have a good one. And I will briefly watch the dancers because, gosh, you guys, it's so hot in my house right now.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
I'm trying to find a place where it's cool, but I don't have to go outside. But I might just have to
Yeah.
go outside. Watching the dancers. Ooh, ah.
Ooh, ah. Indigenous peoples doing dances.
I will definitely point that out to Mom and say, looks like they're having some entertainment over there. If you want to,
There are many things going on in my house right now. Also, yes.
so Mom and I are going to check out the dancing.
The dancing is awesome. It is nice and distracting for at least 20 minutes. I would like Oren to roll dexterity brawl.
Are the dancers getting frisky?
Difficulty?
Threshold of 3.
Yeah, I kind of fail.
Yeah, you did. If Max is still doing his scan of the crowd, kind of like keeping tabs of your people and, trying to invite everybody to Steve's thing, where the heck did Oren go?
I'm not sure.
Oren has disappeared.
Like in the game or?
In the
just
game.
gone? Oh.
He is gone.
I will nonchalantly pull out my phone and just send a text to Oren saying, "You good?"
During the intermission. You know what? Let's do an intermission, which we usually do around this time anyway. So, Oren has disappeared. Dun dun dun. We'll be back
Send a
in.
text.
So, Reina is completely entranced by the dancers.
And the pickle.
And the pickle. There is a portion where the dancers try to get audience members to come in and dance with them, and one of them, a very handsome male, comes to you and offers a hand.
I will take his hand and follow.
Yay! And you dance with a bunch of randos and also these dancers. It is quite fun.
And I feel like I'm pretty good, but if there's
All right.
choreography that I have to learn, it's all downhill from there.
There is no choreography. It is literally wiggle your body and do what I do.
Okay, I can do that. I'm doing precisely those things.
Super fun. Mom is like, okay, is there anything else I need to see?
Who says that?
Mom,
I mean, are you wanting to leave now?
it's very nice to see your friends. That John guy seems very nice.
I
And
I can get a ride back with them if you want to leave.
I kind of do. Do you mind terribly?
No, not at all.
Well, I want you to care a little bit, but I get
do
it.
care. I don't mind.
I will see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay. For dinner, I hope.
I will pencil that in.
Okay, see you then.
Catch you later, Mom.
And she gives a wave to John on the way out
Wave back.
with her book in tow.
And I check my phone for any reply.
There is no reply.
I send the same text. Except I put Oren's name in it. Say, Oren, you good? Except it's in group chat.
In the group chat, a very basic "I'm fine" comes across. No punctuation, no capitalization.
Raina sends back a cringing face. Like, oh, that's not good.
I don't know what fine means.
And fine?
Fine. With no capitulation or punctuation. It's im.
In fine. Yeah. I'm fine. Gladys. You see the dots kind of dancing next to Gladys's name. And she ends up not sending anything, but she had been apparently typing a novel because it's a long time that she is typing things. She, once that whole display is done in person, she comes up to Max and basically kind of in a hushed way and says, I think Oren's in trouble.
Yeah, I'm getting that too. And I see if I can, because I know Raina was in the dancing area, so
Mhm.
I look over to her and see if I can get her attention.
The dancing is just wrapping up. All the dancers take their bow, to include Raina, and everybody leaves the dance area. So her attention is easy to grab.
And I just kind of wave her over with my head. And is John anywhere near?
Yeah, John's been with the Fox wherever she wants, but I'm assuming she might have either joined the dancing or watched it.
Yeah, for sure.
Then I will beckon them over as well.
Ooh.
And just yeah, Professor Edge has the same thought that I did. That response from Oren did not seem genuine.
No, whoever took him took his phone.
So nobody has any leads of like anyone who's being weird around him or like being creepy? Do we
I
know?
did notice, Gladys is like, I did notice some triads that were following him around.
Hmm. Hmm.
Does anybody know how to get in touch with the triads?
I have basically tracked down where his phone is.
Max's hand goes up very slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say dryads?
Triads.
I don't know what that is.
Asian mom.
Triad is it? Asian gang.
Oh. No, I
Think
know
of-
what they are. Max doesn't.
Yeah.
Right.
Think of the Crips with chopsticks.
I was gonna say, oh honey, no.
And next week we're gonna be missing missing John from the episode.
Excellent. Yeah, Gladys says, I can probably drive to the site, but we should armor up before we go. And she starts to head for the car. Chronicle follows.
Yeah, definitely follow. And as soon as I take my seat, I look through my bag to fish out the rings I had bought on Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you'll give it to me that I did charge them up, or if I should work on charging them up as we ride.
I will give it to you that they are charged. They were charged when you bought them.
Well, I was going to charge them up with, well, the sunlight one wouldn't, unless we've got vampires, it's not going to be a thing. So it's just the unmaking beam.
Okay, question. Prime 3 allows you to create items that last for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
What would it cost me in quintessence and willpower to make a suit of segmentata that fits under my clothes?
Hmm.
And will be around till the end of the adventure.
You would need space and time.
So that's probably a no-go
But
then.
you could probably do a hanging spell, but it would take time to do.
Well, the other option is to stop by my trailer and get the actual suit of segmentata. It's just probably I don't have any clothes that would fit over it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is probably what I'll.
Which probably what?
That's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to go pick up the physical suit.
Okay. Gladys has no problem taking you to your RV.
I ask if we go. So I've got 2 rings that are charged with a sunlight spell, and 2 that are charged with an unmaking beam. What are the odds of us needing the sunlight spell? I mean, it don't really is only a weapon to vampires.
Not just vampires, but it's certainly something to have around.
Then I'll keep those yellow rings on as well.
Okay. Cab. I gotta figure out if they are actually allergic to sunlight.
If not, it's a quick blinding spell.
That is
Not-
true.
Not like super blinding, just like getting a flash in the face.
They don't say on the thing. On the wiki, rather. Organization, history. And how about this? They just talk about their history and culture. They don't actually say what their weaknesses and strengths are.
Rude.
Rude. Maybe I can ask a friend.
I like to phone a friend, Regis.
I would like to phone a friend. Um, if I do not know, and I don't want to make the guess. Okay. I don't want to make the guess without being informed first. So, Reina needs to deck out. Go ahead and do your goods, bads, and uglies.
My good was that it was a super fun game. I laughed a lot. My stomach hurts. I like that I was invited. A lot of good things happened for me, even though they were really small this episode. Small joys.
Small joys.
And the pickle. I hope I took a picture of that. I hope I had the good mind to take a picture of the pickle before I ate it.
Okay.
But I had witnesses.
I'm going to go ahead and give it to you.
Okay. Bad is that I have to duck out early. Something came up, so I gotta head out. But my experience point goes to Max for the street racer joke.
Which, because it was during intermission, might
It
not show up.
Oh, dang it. Then it goes to Oren for getting kidnapped. I don't know. I'm sorry. We're sticking with it, though.
LOL.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, see you later, Reina.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. John and Max and Gladys and Jeeves and Conical. Gladys is like, I'm just gonna drive to the site, but I'm ready to go if you guys are. From Gladys.
So, what else do we need to? Is there anything else we can do to armor up? As you said.
Anybody who has life can give themselves a type of subdermal armor, which I'll do.
That's a good point.
And I did order the gorgets for everybody. Have those come in?
Yes.
And those out.
It is completely gorgeous. Absolutely. Très gorgeous.
Absolument.
Absolutely. All right. she says, I'm going to make a pass by the chantry, and then I'm going to run out and bring the fight to them. Whoever them are.
And Max has to resist saying, they are.
They.
This first person, they is, or they am.
I'm sorry. Yep.
They're first. It's first person. They am.
They am. I are baboon.
What time of them?
Since John mentioned the subdermal armor, Max is like, oh, yeah, I could probably do that. So he's going to try and, cast some armor onto himself.
Okay. Are you using a focus? Means, are you using a skill and an attribute to lower your difficulty?
I'm using, my knowledge.
Okay.
Like biological knowledge.
Okay. And intelligence?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll intelligence and knowledge. Specifically the knowledge that you have the thing in. And difficulty 6.
Should I do medicine or just science?
Just science.
Okay. So 7.
Whichever is higher, actually. If
Well,
one is
medicine
higher,
way higher.
if one is higher than the other, go ahead and use the higher one. I know it gets hazy with the science and the medicine and the
Forgot the difficulty.
6.
6.
Nice. Okay, so difficulty 3, arete. Nice. You feel it under your skin, between your muscles and your skin. You get like a subdermal armor.
Nice.
I would like to do the same thing.
Okay.
I'm going to use the armor I'm actually wearing as a focus.
Okay. What skill and attribute?
Okay, wits, because I'm thinking through how to make like armor under the skin.
Okay.
The skill medicine, so I know where to put it and what to change to make it.
Good. All right. So use those to wits, medicine, difficulty 6. Nice. Okay. So make a note that Max can block 3 levels and John can block 1.
Okay, and how much does the physical armor block?
Level of health.
Okay.
So it will soak. It actually gives you the ability to soak.
Right.
And what soaking does is that you literally soak the damage, and it kind of buffers the health levels.
Right. And do we add together our stamina and the physical armor and the subdermal armor, make the total dice?
Correct.
Okay. How many dice for the physical armor?
I'm sorry, say that one question again.
How many dice do I roll for the physical armor?
The armor itself would be it acts as a soak, so you can roll your stamina and roll one, basically one die.
Okay. That's really
All right. Gladys pulls up to a warehouse. It's got to be like 4 in the afternoon. And there are 2 other cars that are parked out in front. And
I'll get their license plates.
you get the what?
License plates. I'm
Okay.
going to write down numbers, and if there's time, I'm going to physically take the plates.
Okay. You are attempting to take the plates off of the cars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably use prime to burn through the screws that hold it on.
Okay. Are you using... I don't know what skill that would be.
Larceny?
Larceny? Yeah, sure. Larceny and wits? Or dexterity? Either work.
Which
Manamana.
A rolling dice dance. La 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 la.
It's like a fusion dance.
Pop in my back. You can do it.
it was difficult 6.
Difficulty 6. Ah. There. I rolled for you. You got 3 successes.
Hey, thank you.
We all rolled it.
We're like, come on, do the thing.
Yeah, if you want to take the best roll, take mine.
No, he gets the first of the rolls that went through.
Which was mine. The
Okay.
3.
No, the storyteller went first. So that would mean 1. But that's all he needs.
Yeah.
So do you use your finger? Do you use a screwdriver?
Swiss Army knife.
Swiss Army knife. All right. Arete roll. Difficulty 5. Even basic math baffles me. Come on, dice rolly. You can do it.
On my side, it said he got 1 success.
That was for the... Oh,
Well, yeah,
Did
it
that
was a second
come up?
roll after that.
that's the second roll. 1 success. That is all you need. The prime blasts through the screws because the screws are old enough that they just, basically fall apart. And actually, let me double check something. I get to roll something too.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, there are cameras on the outside of the warehouse, and 2 males come out with machine guns, and I will call game there.
Just think, at the end of the game, we're going to own machine guns.
Or do you mean you will own 2 machine guns?
Oh, I'll share with my friends.
Well, I mean, I don't think Max would take it, and Oren knows how to use a gun, but I don't think he would take one.
Hilarious. All right, goods, bads, and uglies. Let's start with Oren.
It was a pretty interesting beginning of season 4.
Mm-hmm.
I get kidnapped, and
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know who. Well, he knows it's the what we know as the triads, but
I'll run like a side story with you, like if you have time today. But yeah.
yeah, I've got plenty of time.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, my mind blanked there for a second. No bads, other than Zamichi acting up, but it didn't do it on my rolls, thankfully.
Yeah.
And I would think I'm going to give the experience to Max because he was basically the standing stone of the information, knowing that Orton was getting watched because he told him before he walked off.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Max.
It was a fun game. I enjoyed it. Lots of laughs today.
Lots of laughs. Mostly from the private chat, but I'll take them where they happen.
Private chat, intermission chat.
Yeah.
All the things that the audience doesn't get to see. And I am actually going to give my experience to John for making nice with the mama.
Yay. And John.
It's really, really cool the way that in this game we do things that aren't directly related to adventuring, even if they become hooks. 'Cause real people do go to the carnival. Real people do other things besides get briefed off to go whack somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Bad, love your game. Bad more often.
I would say one of the bads is that you keep cutting out, so we catch every third word.
Yeah, someday I'm going to get a real phone and a real computer. So the bad is, I love your game, so it doesn't happen more often.
Yeah. We'll go back to doing a weekly thing if you guys are up for it.
I definitely am. Retirement
Okay.
is a happy as far as the ugly, I'm going to go with Max also because he's controlling the flow of information. He was on his toes about everything, and at the rate that the rate that we lose Orin, eventually he's going to be gone. We're not going to get him back one of these times, and then that would be gone from the still with us.
Oh my God, is Orin Kevin McAllister?
I don't know. He's mentally distressed, but he's not that mentally distressed.
Oh, my. Sorry about that. I had it rolling for too long and my PS5 shut off. If you liked this video at any point, I encourage you to hit the like button, and everybody gets one experience, Raina included, which I'll send her a message. And let me think if there's anybody else who gets extra experience. No. If you're not already subscribed, I advise that you subscribe and maybe even ring that bell on the off chance that YouTube actually notifies you when we go live, and we will catch you guys on the flip side.